Hi guys. Okay. My bad. My bad. Okay, I don't even want to tell you guys what I did. I wasn't even added to the stream. Rookie move. My God, guys, sorry. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. Sorry for the delay. Um I wasn't even in the stream. I can't even explain it. But I was in here, but I was not in here, so that's why you guys could not hear me. So I apologize. Can you guys hear me now? Okay, I'm assuming you guys can hear me now because I'm actually in the stream. Okay, let me get a 1 in the chat just so I know that you guys can hear me okay. Let me where's my remote so I can test it. Can you guys hear me now? Yes. Okay, perfect. Okay, thanks guys. It says it was a technicality, so my bad guys. Sorry about that. Anyway, so welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you everyone for coming. I was hitting on everyone's names so you know that I saw you. So welcome, welcome. Thanks for being here. I'm not going to keep you guys long. I know it's late. Well, it's not super late. It's only, I guess it's late for me because normally I'm asleep by this time. But anyway, I hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. And yes, Jasmine went full on Karen rant. Okay. And why am I saying she had a Karen rant? If you saw this, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Jasmine fucked up, period. And at the end of the day, what she did, rather than owning her own crap, she basically is blaming everybody else. And that's it. And that's all pretty much. So have a good night, guys. No, I'm just kidding. She basically is blaming every single person for the fact that she has to go live. She has to multitask. She has to show you her son. You know, the baby is a baby. And at the end of the day, yes, have your baby near you. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't understand why she can't be in the room and not show her kids. She has to show the full landscape of her whole entire house. She wants you guys to see everything, and then she's going to blame you when stuff is going on behind her that she is out of control of. So she's a weirdo and she's a Karen, and it's like she's setting up a whole entire scenario. I don't know if Chris is just absolutely a dingbat, but for him to not understand and for him to not be watching what Jasmine's doing with his son and how she is exposing the whole entire family, not just the baby, but the whole family, where this whole thing about Chris and the whole bath time thing would not have been happening had she not been live and had she not put people on hold and said, you know what, guys, I'll be right back. I need to go get my daughters in the bathtub. I'll be back in just a second. And handled her business. Like, these are mom channels. I'm a mom channel. Even I'm sitting here doing commentary, I'm a mother. So I've got responsibilities in a home and I've got a minor child who could interrupt me at any moment and need something. So I have to put you guys on hold and say, I'll be right back. And I think everybody who's in this community, if you are a mom or not, understands that, right? So even you could be a mommy art channel, a mommy cleaning channel, a mommy whatever channel. She is a mommy vlogger channel. I'm a mommy commentary channel. At the end of the day, there are sometimes, no matter whether I sit in my office or I'm sitting on the fucking roof, at the end of the day, if I got to clock in as mom, I got to clock in as mom. Why don't you, when you're clocking in as mom, why don't you turn off your camera, turn off your mic, do whatever you want at this point? Because honestly, I'm just watching, but you seem to feel like you have no control over your own home. Like, she doesn't take control of her home and she doesn't seem like she has control over her own home. It's like she is at our mercy. She's a weirdo. I don't understand this woman. He's not there and he's not watching. Absolutely. He's watching when he has to, and it's when she fucks up, basically. Jasmine decided to be live again, and she is trying to be cute, showing off her kid. Of course, show your kid off. Good for you. You're enjoying your child. Very nice. That's wonderful. At the end of the day, the bottom line, though, is this: you're showing your son off and you're doing silly things like changing diapers on live. If you're changing a diaper on live, why can't you change the position of your phone so it's pointing at the ceiling? Why can't you put a blanket over the phone? Why can't you close your computer? Why can't you figure something out? Why is it that you're so silly and so like just one track focus that you can't seem to understand that the fact that someone reposted the picture, I don't know which channel did it, and I don't really care. It doesn't matter to me. See, I'm not the type of person. I'm not gonna like, oh, I wouldn't have done that or whatever. I don't give two fucks. Like at the end of the day, it whoever reposted it, that's their business, and it's Jasmine's business. And Jasmine should have realized when she exposed her child, she should have took the live down immediately. And when she decided to not do that, you allowed that footage to enter the whole entire universe, and also to make it easy for someone to take that footage and have it enter to the dark web. Forget about the reactor community. There's perverts and there's creeps out here that will take those images and they will enter into the dark web, and you do not know what's happening to those images. You are a complete fool to think that people, just because you decide it's the right thing to do, are going to do the right thing. There are creeps out here. Forget about the mommy reactors. Mommy reactors are the least of your worries when you are doing things like exposing your children on the internet and allowing the dark web to pick up their pictures or their images or your fuck ups and to broadcast them out to everyone. That is completely and squarely your fault. Period. Okay. So enter the way I found out about this fiasco, I was sent a video by a lady who did a report on Jasmine called YouTuber Headlines, and she said Jasmine was disgusting, and I was just like, oh, okay, okay, tell me something I don't know. Anyway, I watched the video, and she talks about how Jasmine changed her diapers. And honestly, I didn't think anything of it until she said, oh, yeah, Jasmine exposed her son. And I think someone had told me that that happened, but I like, okay, a baby, get it? Like, okay, who cares? Um, Now, and I mean, who cares as in it's a baby and baby's getting his diaper changed. Like, I didn't think anything of it. But oh, you showed the whole genitals on the internet. Yeah, that's unfortunate, hon. That's very unfortunate because a mommy blogger, a mommy commentary channel is going to be the least of your worries to have that. I would be concerned about all of the creeps in the dark web. That's what I would be concerned of, but that's not my problem. If I were you, yeah, I mean, if you think that you need to contact the authorities to report it and to put a track on any potential images that were re-uploaded, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say, but at the end of the day, I'm not the expert on that, but I would be very careful about exposing your children um, in that way, because there are people out here that want to see kids in pajamas. There's people out here that just want images of kids, and they could be fully clothed. You just don't know what kind of weirdos are into. And me personally, I would limit my exposure. Now, at the end of the day, look, most of the stuff that I think that she puts on her channel is pretty harmless, but I don't know. This woman is very strange, and she thinks that everyone has her same code of ethics and they should be doing things because that's the right thing to do, or because or they should be doing things because she wouldn't do that. She's weird. She's very weird and she's very strange. Anyway, so this woman does a report on Jasmine, says the title says she's disgusting. I showed it, I think, was that yesterday or today? I can't even remember anymore. Um, I think it was this morning, right? And she said that basically she told the story of how Jasmine changed the diaper, and she wasn't going to show it because, of course, it's exploitation of a child, and Jasmine should be much more careful, and parents should not change diapers, and they should be more aware of protecting their children. All valid points, right? Anyway, I don't know what she saw, what she didn't see, but at the end of the day, Jasmine is absolutely negligent in terms of her attitude towards what actually happens on the internet. and really just wants to blame everyone else for her carelessness. Okay. Um, she shows Ava half dressed all the time. Absolutely. There's plenty of people who do it, and I think they feel like it's harmless because most of us have no feelings about it. Like, oh, it's a kid. It's not a big deal. Most of us, some of us know that there's the dark web out there, and we need to protect our kids from creeps who will take an innocent child, playing with chalk on a sidewalk and make something weird out of it. Certainly exposing your kid's naked body is never a good idea. That was a big mistake. And she seemed quite nervous. And maybe Chris got all the way up into her ass, and rightfully so. He needed to, because you're not home, sir. You're not home to protect your family. And this woman is just above, like, incompetent, and it's like she's a problem. She's an absolute problem. She has Amaya in as a newborn with the thumbnail lifting her. I mean, girl, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, let me go through this list of things really quick. If you haven't seen this video, Jasmine is on one. Jasmine was on full Karen. And I don't know. I think she's ridiculous at this point. Let me just make sure I didn't just change anything with my microphone. Okay. I think I should be good. Okay. Okay, so yes, she went full on Karen. She had a full Karen rant. So basically, Jasmine, guys, if you didn't know, now you know. In the reaction community, Jasmine's praying for us. She said, I'm going to pray for you. Okay, so whoever put up her picture, whoever put up her son, reposted the video, reposted it as a still picture, she's praying for you. The last person in this world I want praying for me is Jasmine. But gosh, guys, she knows how bothered everyone was for her praying for Chrissy. She's praying for whoever did this. Okay. She's weird and something is wrong with her. Jazz has always been sloppy in what she shows. Absolutely. She takes no care for what she's doing and the severity of what she's doing. Basically, one of her excuses as to what's going on is that there's a bunch of grandmas out here. And as I was watching her live, there was a lady who said, "You know what? I'm one of the grandmas that watch you. I'm 49 years old." This lady said that she had like a 29 or 28-year-old, a 24-year-old, and a 10-year-old. Okay. So lady in her 40s has two grown kids and a 10-year-old. And I don't know if and maybe she had a grandchild. So I'm one of the grandmas that watch you. Like, basically watch your mouth. Like, I don't know what planet Jasmine is from that she thinks that all grandmas are, I don't know, 70 and 80 years old. Some grandmas are, absolutely. But there's a lot of people out here who are watching you who are mommies. And at the end of the day, let me park on this for a second, guys. There's a lot of people for some reason that feel like, depending on the age that you are as a mom, that you have no right to speak on this because she's much younger. I'm a mom who has a daughter that is a year older than Jasmine's. My daughter is in the 5th grade. I think Jasmine's daughter is what, in the 3rd grade. My daughter is 10, hers is 9. Um, I had my first kid when I was 40 years old. Okay. I don't give two shits that Jasmine is 30 years old. At the end of the day, I have friends that are in their 30s, and they don't judge me based on my age and say that I can't be their mother because their mother chose to have a kid at like 19 and 20 years old. Okay. Maybe I do actually have a friend whose mother I think is about the same age as me. And I have more in common with my friend than I do her mother. Really, I don't even know her mother that well, so it's not even really relevant. But at the end of the day, I've got friends that span many different age ranges. I just happen to be the type of person who can relate to many different people, and people can relate to me. And I kind of transcend age in a certain way. And some people can or can't do that. I don't know, but Jasmine needs to stop fixating on people's age as a reason why they should leave her alone. You should stop feeling intimidated by women that have age on you, because at the end of the day you could learn something. And if you would stop being so stupid thinking that just because someone is a certain age, they're not qualified. Fast forward 10 years from now, someone's going to discount you because you're going to be a boring ass, nincompoop, middle-aged woman of 40 years old. And they're going to say, you know what, you're invalidated because you're a 40-year-old dummy. Okay. So unless you want that happening to you, I would probably stop doing it, because age is nothing but a number. Okay. That's number one. Okay. Exactly. 39-year-old and a grandma. Look, life is speeding up on us. And whether your kids are having babies sooner than you would like for them to, or that's not even relevant. At the end of the day, there are plenty of people who have become grandmas at not the stereotypical grandma age of, maybe you had a kid at 25 and your kid is having a kid at 25. So therefore, maybe you are, a 50-year-old grandmother. At the end of the day, a lot of us have entered the workforce. My generation, it was very much college, work, try to stay, try not to have any kids until you're ready to get married or ready to have kids. And that's what I did. I had friends that had babies in their 20s. I just wasn't one of them. So, and I also have friends that we all had kids around the same time, and we were all like late 30s and 40-year-old moms. So, and plenty of women have babies in their 20s and have that last baby in their late 30s and 40s. So, look, at the end of the day, Jasmine needs to get a life, and she needs to understand also that she is a public figure. And some of the rhetoric that you like to speak, you are not going, if you're lucky, you're not going to stay young forever. At the end of the day, you are going to you are aging by the moment. Okay. And one day, if you're lucky, you will get to be my age. You will get to be your mother's age, and you are not going to want someone to discount you because of it. Okay. You're not going to want someone to say that you're not worthy because you've lived longer, or you are live longer than them, or you're at an age where you think that it shouldn't. Like, I've got a 10-year-old. Okay. And there are people who have valid opinions. And just because someone isn't 27 like you, there's plenty of 27 and 26 and 31 and 32-year-olds who know that you are dumb as fuck. Period. You're stupid. And me calling you dumb at 51 is me not bullying you. That's me just telling the damn truth. Period. Like, you're silly. You are a silly woman who really needs to grow up and stop blaming other people for your misfortune, because you're dumb. Um, let me see. Yeah, you know what? The crazy thing to me is Mom Dukes is 57, and Mom Dukes, I don't want to see mean out here, because I don't know what Mom Dukes has gone through in life, but at the end of the day, she's not in excellent health. She's 57 years old, and she is in mediocre health at best. And she is at a weight that is failing her hips and her knees and her back, and she's having surgeries. And that is not ideal at that age. And I don't care what anyone says. At the end of the day, the older you get, the more your fitness is a concern. And it's best to get the weight off of you at when you can, because you're going to end up not wanting to use the mobile shopping cart at HEB, having to use the mobile shopping cart at HEB, which at 57 years old, there are 72-year-olds walking the full track of the store, getting all of their groceries, looking at her like, what the fuck? You're 57. But because Jasmine's idea of what 57 looks like is her mother, she thinks that they're too old to be talking about her. And if her mother would pull her grandma panties up and tell her daughter to get her shit together and shut the fuck up and maybe manage what she's supposed to be doing on this internet rather than making a complete fool out of herself all the time, maybe she would do a little bit better and Jasmine would have a little bit more respect for her elders because she's absolutely dumb. Um, I'm just reading some of your comments. Okay. So that's number one. I just noticed that she said something about grandmas who watch her and that, like, first of all, it's the grandmas or it's the black women. Um, and now all of a sudden she feels like she's being bullied. So she is channeling Keisha Kaylee, which means she's been talking to Olivia because Olivia had probably hit her up to Keisha. And Keisha now on this bullying campaign. Keisha is a whole nother nut job. Okay. Keisha's got her set of problems, and Keisha is, girl, we're not even going to talk about Keisha Anderson at this moment. Okay. If you want to know anything about Keisha Anderson, you don't watch her channel. You are welcome to dip into my playlist of she's a mommy channel and she's been vlogging for a long time and she has commentary done on her. But she is of this mindset that she thinks because you're talking about her channel, you're giving updates, you're telling people, you're giving the cliff notes, or you're sharing your ideas and opinions on something that she may have done, and she takes it all as a personal attack. And oh well, take it as a personal attack. It's not a personal attack. It's opinion, right? Um so it's the black women. Black women are all at fault because according to these women, they have started this whole narrative that black women tear each other down. Well, it's interesting that you say black women are tearing each other down because as a black woman, you're tearing black women down. So just as you think you're being torn down, you tear others down. It's absolutely ridiculous. And I'll just go back to point number one and point number two. You're tearing down women because they are 5, 10, 15, 20 years older than you. That's number one. So you're tearing down women with ageism. And then you're also you're throwing stones at other black women thinking that just because they have questions or disagree with your style of parenting or what you're doing in your videos, that they're tearing you down because you're a black woman. Like, you got to be kidding me. um okay, absolutely, J-Day, you got it. High Life of Destiny, Keisha is a Karen, Jasmine is a Karen. Okay. All right, so next thing she said, she says she wants everyone to win, but that's not true. If you wanted everyone to win, number one, what you would do is take control of your household. You would be in better control of your household and not have now the weekly oopsie daisies. Okay. um, if I were to go back week by week for the past couple of weeks, you have had a major fuck up every single week. Not only are you sitting around, now you're saying you're praying for people once again who are not praying for you, who are not asking for your prayers. You have exposed your son, you exposed your daughters at bath time, so therefore you exposed your man. You've got a whole entire narrative running that your man is a creepo pedo because you can't control the optics of your home and decide to show the full landscape of your house. So people are all up in your asshole trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Anyone who is nosy, who is interested in what's going on in your house, can see everything. That's your fault, Jasmine. Jasmine, if you're listening, that's all your fault. Okay. That is all square on your shoulders. That's your business. You did it and it's your fault. All right. If you want everyone to win, start with winning yourself. Because right now you are winning at losing and you are doing the most for doing the least. And if you want people to win, then you might want to win yourself. Why don't you focus on your winning before you focus on other people's winnings, right? Um, she said, "Oh, Hips is mad. He will go all out. Let him. Look, at the end of the day, I'm going to be honest with you. Anybody who took a still image or took video of the child, even though it was not in a gratuitous sexual manner, I would advise deleting that content from your phones immediately. I think it's just not appropriate to have. but I'm nobody's mother out here, and I'm not telling, I can't tell people exactly what to do, but I think it would be ill advised to keep that in your phone. I think it's, if you have the forewarning, to get rid of it, because at the end of the day, um it her fuck up is still her fuck up, but just because she messed up doesn't make it appropriate to have that, even if it's not, wasn't captured in a manner to do harm to the child, or anything like that. I just think it's probably best to just get rid of it at this moment, because yeah, it will be, it'll be a problem. Now, if he wants to call the police, let him. I mean, she's a whole fucking Karen, and um he's a Mitch. So they may call the police. I don't know. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I don't know. I wouldn't, I can't even say what I would do in that situation, because I never thought for a minute to post a picture of my daughter not clothed. I never thought for a moment to change a diaper um and post it, or be live while she is, walking out the bathroom or anything like that. I'm very aware of what's going on in my house when I'm live, and whether doors need to be open, doors need to be closed, how I sit and angle myself at my desk, so that even if my door is open because my child is home, to make sure that I am not exposing anything of what's going on in my house at certain times, depending on what I'm doing. If I'm broadcasting live, absolutely, I am very much in control of me knowing what is going on in my house. Period. Um, if I'm filming, then I have the opportunity to edit. It's just a miss. If you are going to be live broadcasting in your home, and this is for anyone out here, if you're considering YouTubing and you have a family, it's incumbent on you to secure the deck before you turn that camera on, because not only are you opening up the world to your home, but you are going to be held responsible, either with public ridicule, public scrutiny, um, or even potentially harassment. Like, you got to think about that. So no, everyone's life is not perfect. What Jasmine fails to realize when she's out here trying to run this perfect narrative, oh, your life must be perfect. No, it's not my life must be perfect. It's, I'm handling my life maybe perfectly. I don't know. I mean, I don't do everything right all the time, but I, trust me, there's a checks and balances going on. When I hit that live button, I know that I have checked my list. And what's on my list? Yeah, I'm not going to share that because that's not y'all's business. But I make sure that my house is secured. And what does that mean? I mean, I've got activities for my daughter, and I've, my home is secure, and I know what's going on. Nobody's running out of a shower, all of those things. I mean, I don't have food on the stove. I just make sure that things are right. And this girl wants to blame everybody because she's doing too many things and her house is out of control. So she wants to blame everybody for catching her fucking up, basically. Let me see. Ain't nobody stalking her. I don't know who she says is stalking her, but I'm gonna get to that point in just a second. Okay. So she said she wants everyone to win. Jasmine needs to win because right now she's winning at losing. And I think we talked about that last week, right? Did I not call that out? That she and Liv are winning at losing. Um, amongst others. Anyway, according to Jasmine, someone sent diapers to one of Philip's relatives. Now, how did that happen? Why is it that everybody even knows Philip's last name? Now, okay, I guess we know the kid's last name because you tell us at least once a week you say the name Davis. You say it all the time. Now, the fact that someone found his family members and sent diapers, instead of being worried about keeping a free pack of diapers, or wipes or whatever you said they sent, how about finding where it was sent from and tracing it back, or call the police and give that to the police and let whoever sent it, why don't you trace that back? That's an easy enough find for legal action to be taken, right? I mean, think about it. You have someone who's trying to be cute, sent something. Either you can find out who sent it, and if it's someone appropriate, but maybe a family member who didn't send an e-card or whatever, or you can find out if it really came from the YouTube streets. Because at the end of the day, if that could be something that could be investigated. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I don't know that you're even bothering to do that. Like, you're silly. You're silly and stupid. Okay. I wouldn't keep shit that someone sent me that I don't know where it came from. I just wouldn't. Me personally. But okay. Um, back to it, this is all your fault. Instead of putting a blanket over the camera, instead of like, hey guys, I'm changing a diaper, 1 second, I'll take this off in just a minute, instead of securing the set, instead of making sure that you had a private area. I mean, let's face it, when we go to the mall and we need to use the bathroom, are the potties right there by the food court? Well, maybe they are, but they're in a separate room, a separate hallway. There's a room for ladies, there's a room for men, and inside the ladies' room there are separate stalls, right? Everybody, there's levels to the privacy, right? And at the end, in thinking this out, right? Um you didn't even factor in, would you change his diaper in the food court? Would you have changed his diaper in the middle of Belk or Macy's? Not in the bathroom? But no, you decided once again, because you've got this habit of changing the baby's diaper on the floor and in the living room, not on the changing table that the nice people of the YouTube streets purchased for you. You exposed your son and his genitals for all the world to see, for it to be reposted, and for it to potentially be entered into the dark web for creeps to have their way with, right? That was real smart, Jasmine. You can't blame reactors for that. That was something that you did, because there are creeps that watch family channels just waiting for a mess up like what just happened. And before, I guarantee you that it would be reposted with a reactor, I guarantee you some creep probably saw it. Why don't you reach out to the Center for Missing and Exploited Children and ask them about that, okay? Or if you want to talk to not a Black YouTube commentary channel, because we know you don't have any respect for other Black women who are in the commentary sector, why don't you reach out to YouTuber Headlines and see what she has to tell you on the topic? Because I'm sure she would tell you the same thing, that by you doing that, you're going to attract more of the wrong element to your channel that will now be trolling, because you're a known, you're probably like a known mark, because you're careless in your parenting and you've got a bunch of kids running around free range while you're on live stream. Okay. um she asked her audience to flag the videos. Okay, girl, enough said on that. She has no idea if Chris contacted the police. I call bullshit on that. You guys live in a very small home with basically bedrooms and a great room. How do you not know that he called the police? Isn't he going to have to get the information from you, you dummy? Isn't he going to need the links? Isn't he going to need the names? Isn't he going to need the backstory? He doesn't even know what happened. He just knows something happened. So how do you not know if he called the police? I kind of doubt he called the police, because let's just go back to what we know about Jasmine. She's extremely lazy. She's extremely lazy. And I doubt she called the police. I just doubt it. She's giving Jodi Arias vibes, guys. She's a weirdo. And her boyfriend are lamos. They are truly lame. They really are. Absolutely. She won't be able to take it off. She has many videos like that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. But also, again, not my problem. Hey, Champagne. Hi, Boo Boo. How are you? Hey to everyone. Guys, I'm sorry about earlier. If you're just coming in, you rewind this back to the beginning. I'm doing this, y'all, I'm in my bedroom and I'm doing this on my phone, and I didn't see where I was not in the chat. So my bad, guys. Okay, not in the chat. So I hadn't there's a technical thing that I have to like let myself into the stream, and I didn't. So my bad, guys. Anyway, so about 4 minutes at the beginning, there's no talking, and that was my bad. Next thing, Jazz stated a subby. Oh, okay. This is another lie. So Jasmine in the live, she says, you know, a subscriber alerted me that my son was exposed. Girl, you exposed your son because you said it yourself when you lifted him up to change him. You knew it happened. You just didn't know that people were going to, you know, find that something worth talking about. Again, too bad. You should have gone into the bedroom. You should have picked up your phone. I don't know if she was on her computer, but I'm assuming she might have been on her phone. You should have picked up your phone and you should have taken him to his changing table and set your phone down somewhere. If you would make a habit of doing the right thing, which is probably going and using the tools that you purchased, which is the crib where he should be laying and is probably one of the safest places for him to be, and the changing table that was purchased for you by the YouTube streets, you could have changed him properly, and you could have had the phone laid down and just talk to the people while you were changing. Number one, gave both hands and your time, and not trying to be cute. There's nobody that really needed to see you change a diaper. Most of us are moms on here. We've all changed our share of diapers. And because you're trying to be cute and you just so love showing off your baby, and I get it. But like you say, you're not a new mother. You have 5 children. Why are you acting like everything that you're doing is just so damn brand new? Like you think that everything is so cute. Meanwhile, you were trying to be cute and you exposed your child. Like that was a bad look. She's lazy because she doesn't want to even produce videos, Tam. She's too lazy to produce videos. Jazz is only saying something because because Chris has a YouTube page and she knows people would tell him what she did. Yeah, because Chris is not even watching. So she knew she had to tell him. If not, someone may have already gone and told him. I have no idea. But at the end of the day, um, you know, he was going to find out anyway. And that's her mess up. She messed that up. That's her problem. She's going to have to fix it. And she did the right thing, I think, by going live, but the way she did it, I think, was lame. It was very, very, very lame. It should have been more from a standpoint of, guys, you know what, we're all moms out here, I screwed up. I'm just asking on the strength of, you know mom to mom, uh if you wouldn't, if you could, or reach out to that person individual and say, look, I would really appreciate if you would take that video down. Not only is it, it was my mess up and I understand your point, but if you would either please cut the part out or whatever, I would like for you to take that down, because also, not even just the fact that the kid is exposed, the fact the kid is a minor, and people really should be careful about doing that. At the end of the day, Jasmine, hasn't, as far as I know, um, struck a whole lot of channels. I know that she screwed up before with that company that she had, and that company took down a bunch of videos and demonetized some videos and stuff like that. There were a bunch of content ID strikes. But at the end of the I hate to keep saying at the end of the day, but you know, I think that she, you know, instead of trying to come on here and appeal and try to rah-rah her audience, it would have been a much better thing to address the person again individually, which is like with Chrissy, she said she didn't want to do because she thinks, you know, people are going to lie on her. And, you know, it kind of just makes me know how untrustworthy of a person she is, because if she can't trust interacting with someone one on one, it just kind of tells you where her head is at. I think she's probably very untrustworthy because she doesn't trust other people. Typically, people who aren't trustworthy don't trust other people. um and that's a shame, and that's something that she's going to have to reconcile. I don't know what to say about that. I would have respected that if she owned it, but she blamed others. Yeah, just like, hey guys, you know, the other day I was changing a diaper and, you know, I inadvertently exposed my son, or, you know, while I was changing the diaper, uh, I didn't realize the camera was showing all of his business and it got reposted. And I'm asking you guys, on the strength of he's a minor and mommy fucked up, could you please take that down? You know, it opens up things to the dark web. And I would never have exposed my kid like that. So I'm just asking you guys if you wouldn't mind, as a courtesy, you know, please take it down. And that's it. That's it. And that's all. You know, sometimes, guys, you know, I don't know. At the end, look, the people are going to have to take the stuff down anyway, I would imagine, or blur it out. Um, I would probably do it before YouTube has to ask you to do it, because if anyone's showing, you know, if anyone's showing it, it probably is going to, you know, I don't know. Look, not my problem. I guess we're gonna see how it gets played out. But it's, I don't know. You guys, I've given my opinion on that. I think it's, she would have done a lot better being humbling herself and owning it some more, rather than coming on and low key threatening people with the police and all of that, just going full Karen on everyone. I think that that was probably not so bright, but I don't know. There may be people, I'm assuming, would take it down, knowing that the severity and the repercussions of what she did. I mean, Jasmine knows she screwed up, and instead of saying she screwed up and just asking people nicely to take down the posting as it really being the right thing to do, she came out on her high horse and she looks stupid. Okay, that's just what I think. Um, she talked something about changing her content, which, okay, change it. Like, don't tell us, show us. I mean, YouTube is a video platform. If you want to change your content, change it. um I don't see it happening because you're lazy. I don't see you moving your desk because you're just not there yet. She moves her desk everywhere in the house. So just short of her putting her desk outside, I don't know what she'll do with it next, but she says she wants to change her content and not be a family channel. I call bullshit on that. I don't think she's going to do it. She loves showing off her family. Jasmine has no personality. She has nothing to talk about. Her channel, I don't know that it's just based on her kids, but definitely her kids are window dressing and they are a vital prop on the Myjazzylife. Jasmine doesn't necessarily use her kids for content more so than she uses them for decor. I mean, I feel like they're just window dressing. And Jasmine is someone who has little to no personality, and she is only really showing herself when she gets herself into trouble and she gets all pissed off and all Karen on us, right? Let's see. All she does is complain. When is she ever happy? Also, Chris, you had a baby by this stupid girl. It's your fault too. Absolutely. Jasmine needs to blame herself. She better. Nobody told her to change that diaper on air. That was really stupid. Okay. Nina, mom or not, no one wants to see a diaper change. Okay, period. Absolutely. I mean, it's like, girl, been there, done that. That's not a highlight. She could have went to her room. So many different options. Absolutely, Virgo diva. I mean, the streets bought her that changing table. Jazz is only saying something because Chris has a YouTube channel. I think I read this before. She never said anything when the people spoke on the other kids being exposed. Yeah, she don't care. Chris got all the way up in her ass and she knew she had to do something. Um, They're the meal ticket. But I don't think that Cher channel is based on her kids, like the Prince fam. Even like, let's say the Prince family, right? Damien and Bianca, they carry like there are like the kids channel, Kyrie and the other kids. That's a focused kid channel, right? But Damien and Bianca, like the kids are around, they're doing stuff with the kids, but for the most part, it's the parents, right? And then the other channel you'll see the kids, or another channel you'll see just Bianca. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what you're going to get from Jasmine. I don't think Jasmine even knows what a family channel is, but whatever. It's not just a channel where you show your family, it's where you also interact. And lately, she has been having her kids interact a little bit more. But I think from the creep factor and from the dislike factor of the people that Jasmine has following her channel, I personally wouldn't do that. Like, but that's again, that's her. That's her. Um, if you noticed, she had a couple of videos where she's spending a lot of time trying to tell people like what kind of security they have. um Chris is going to get custody and go and play on play dates with Gerard. He is getting sick of her doing all these things. Absolutely. Because if he loved her so much, he would actually put a real ring on her finger and he would have wifed her up by now, or be wifing, getting ready to wife her up, right? Um, you know, Yes. So back to what I was saying before about her changing her content. She's not to me a family channel, and on top of that, she's just too lazy. She's not going to do it. Um, and what was someone else saying? Wonder if Chris is mad at her. He should be. I mean, maybe he's not mad at her like they got into an argument mad, but mad from a standpoint like you're slacking on your job here. Like, you are the mommy of the house. You're here all day. Your job is to protect the kids, and you're slacking on your pimping, basically. Like, you have a job to do, and that's to protect this family when I'm not here. And you didn't. Okay? Okay. Um So she, of course, reminded us to make sure to go support Mom Duke's channel. She posted a cooking video, or she was getting ready to post a cooking video, and she had just posted a video on her mom's channel, on her mom's cooking channel, and to go watch it and to please make sure to go support Chris. I was like, okay. All right, guys, last thing I wrote down. Um, I said, your kids are special and they deserve to have their privacy. Um, so two different things. I mean, our kids are so special, right? And there should be times or weeks where people don't get to see your kids all the time. It's my jazzy life. Talk my jazzy life. Why don't you focus on showing you and let people see the kids when you feel like letting people see the kids? Go live when the girls are at school, like the night that you sat there and talked all your shit in the bedroom for an hour and a half. I'm assuming Chris was with the kids. Do something like that again, where Kaylin's not in the camera. Amaya loves to be on camera, where they know that mommy is working in the bedroom and you've got the door closed and that's it. So the kids deserve to be able to have the run of the house and be able to not have to be exposed with their bonnets and their bathrobes and their pajamas on, and everybody know their business and know their mom makes them dry ass sandwiches and fugazi meals, all of those things, right? So if if you treat your kids as special and you show your kids from time to time, it makes people happier to see them rather than us seeing them so much that they start picking apart your parenting. And I think that that's what's happening. Also, they do deserve to have their privacy. Like it shouldn't just be that I film, so therefore the whole entire house is a film set. I mean, I can say for me on this channel, I pretty much keep everything in one room unless I don't have my camera on. Then I can be anywhere in the house, right? Um, on my vlog channel, there are parts of my house you guys have never seen. You guys have never seen my daughter's bedroom. Why? Because it's not relevant. You guys have not, you've seen some of my bedroom. Why have you not seen the whole thing? It's not relevant. Why have you not seen my whole entire house? Because I got to save something for the next time. I can't just share everything, let everyone see everything. You know what I mean? Like, you got to hold something back a little bit. She is so ready to show everyone everything all the time. It's like, girl, you're so thirsty. You're so thirsty to show everything and you're not even getting anything for it. Like, we shouldn't even be in their bedrooms. Why do you even bother to show the bedrooms? People would be perfectly fine with the living room, the kitchen, and maybe you sitting on the floor in your bedroom and when you go into your bathroom. That's four different rooms. Or take your ass outside. Go sit outside on a lawn chair. Go sit on your patio. Let the kids be kids. Let them be able to walk through the house and not have to feel like, oh, mom's filming. Mom's on live. Forget about mom's filming. Mom's on live. Okay? Because filming, that can be cut out. And filming, that's more of a controlled situation. You don't have 800, 900, 1,000 people, 1,400 people in your home, right? Anyway, guys, yeah, I watched the video. I was very much taken aback. Let me get a sip of water, guys. Sorry, I had to get a sip of water. They're talking for an hour straight. Um, I was very much taken aback. Hey, Risa. Hi, Nina. Hello, everyone coming in. I don't know where we are on likes, guys, but I hope that you guys have hit the like button. If you're in the bushes, hit the like button for me. If you made it here at some point, you are getting a notification. You've been alerted. It was in your recommended, and I so appreciate it. Hit that like button so you can let YouTube know that this is somewhere that you wanted to be. I appreciate it. Guys, if you guys don't have any questions for me, thanks for listening to my opinion on Jasmine's Karen rant. And I so thank you for chilling with me a little bit. Let me see what the new comments are. Constantly on display. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, the fascination with the kids, I think, people love to see children. People love to see the progression. People love to see the kids growing up. I think it's always fun to see a version of you. People are interested to see the version of Nina Red, Risa, Kitten Zombie, when people can see people follow you for years or people are new to your channel and they see, oh, you've got such a nice family, this, that, and the third. I've never, me personally, my personal experience as someone who's been YouTubing now for, 3, almost 4 years, um, I've never had a situation where I've had someone leave a comment and say, we hadn't seen your daughter this week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be weird to me. Um,
I show her enough, or I guess I mention her enough that people know she's around. But I think I make it really clear that it's a channel about me, and you will see my family, but this is not about my family. So nobody really asked me that. And when I see Myjazzylife, I'm assuming she means it's her. Now, Chris has his own channel, and she said Kaylin's been begging her for a channel. um I'm assuming that this is a mommy centered channel because we are doing mommy content. I would imagine that it's okay that you don't have to show your children all the time. The only reason that people want to see your children is because you show your children. If you, Jasmine, would hold back on showing them so much and, you know, focus more on yourself and your self development and putting out some more adult content, talking about you and your wigs and your weight loss and what you're doing, and stop relying on a diaper change segment to give you an extra 3 minutes in a video, you probably would not be in this trouble right now. Absolutely, but you can see the kids growing up without her changing their diapers. You know what I mean? Like, we can see Legendary in the back in his little chair rocking, right? She didn't have to do a whole and now let's change a diaper. You know, there wasn't so much going on that she couldn't say, "Guys, come with me. We're going to go into the bedroom for a second," and have the phone pointing up to the ceiling and change the boy's diaper on the changing table, or wasn't trying so hard to show him that she exposed him. Like, that's her, that's, you know what I mean? Like, I would hope that she takes this as a lesson, but because of the type of person she seems to be, and the person that she hangs out with, and now the person that they want to emulate, which is Keisha K. Lee, who accepts no responsibility for anything, this is going to be a cluster. And I don't think these women understand what bullying is, and there's not really a whole lot that anyone can do to stop someone from speaking their mind. At the end of the day, my best advice is to ignore them. Like, they don't have to take my advice. I'm just saying the solution to this problem, if they were to peep into a video, the solution is to ignore, because it doesn't mean that if you ignore them they'll go away. It's just, if you ignore them, you can focus on what's important in your life and not worry about what people are saying about you. Because, at you know, the most important thing is that if you're earning your living off of creating video content and collecting coin from a YouTube channel, it's more important that people are watching and that you're getting adequate watch time so that you can make the money to pay your bills. Every, you know, the you shouldn't be worried about sheeple. If you want disciples and followers, then go and plant a church, okay? If you don't want disciples and followers, and you don't want sheeple, then put your videos up, mind your business, don't care about what other people are saying about you. I would say 99.9% of the time, because we are human and things are going to bother us. But for the most part, try to stay focused on what's important, and don't allow people to be able to put batteries in your back. And when Jasmine knew that she had exposed her son, but a subscriber dropped her, I guess, the video or something. And then I guess she realized like how much she really messed up by not thinking that it wasn't a good idea to take that down. And when someone saw it, I guess it went wherever it went. I don't know what the chain of events were, but I think it's weird that she didn't immediately shut the live down and make it private, so that if someone had been um watching. So look at it this way, guys. Right now when I'm talking, there's about maybe a 15 or 20-second delay. When you realized you showed his genital, um, she could have just X'd out of the live. Yeah, it would have messed up your live, but you wouldn't have had to deal with this. And it's possible you could have caught it in enough time when you realize that you showed it and immediately stop the live, that maybe you wouldn't have seen everything. I don't know. I honestly, I never saw it in that way. I saw the lady from YouTube headlines, and she didn't show it. I could just hear the audio. Nobody needs the diaper changes. Absolutely. I mean, it's boring. It's boring. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. I think it's a great conversation. Guys, don't forget tomorrow at 1 o'clock, we're gonna have Kim Postel from Be the Prize. Well, she has a book called Be the Prize. Her channel's called Wifey for Lifey, and she has another channel called Naturally Fashionable. And she is going to be here talking to us. Tomorrow normally is Private Member Live, first Sunday. If I don't lose my voice. Um, but I'm gonna make it members and mods tomorrow. So it'll be an open live. So I hope you guys will join us. We're gonna have some great relationship conversation. And that's it. So guys, yeah, let me go ahead and rest my voice. Because I feel like I'm starting to lose it. Anyway, guys, yeah, summary, Jasmine is a dingbat, and she is not wanting to accept responsibility for her F up. And oh well, too bad, so sad. It was nice sitting on your high horse. Um, and looking down upon other people and other things that were going on up and down the YouTube streets. And you got yourself from right back in the hot seat and doing stupid things, and now having to answer questions and feeling like, um, I don't know. I don't know how you're feeling. You should feel pretty stupid. If I were you, I would feel pretty dumb. Anyway, guys, I love you guys. I hope you have a great evening, sweet dreams, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.